everybody, and Joseph here. Now, you can clearly tell by the video about what this is. Maybe some of you might know exactly what this is about, but some of you might not. So let's just jump into it right away. I am straight up depressed. It's been a clear sign for the past couple of weeks or even few weeks at that I've been clearly depressed. And it has nothing to do with my relationship with Avina, the girlfriend. Has nothing to do with that whatsoever. And it just does not. Okay, no, me and her are fine. We're totally fine. She's, she's she's the best, man. She's the best that a guy can ever ask for. She's the best. No, there's two reasons on why I'm depressed. The first reason is I don't have a job at the moment. I do not have a job at the moment. I haven't had a job for a solid maybe like 3.5 weeks. No, like a month now, maybe something like that. Pretty sure it's been a month now, or maybe even just like a few weeks. Like 3.5 weeks, something like that. 3.5 weeks, 4.5 weeks. I don't know how long it's been. So I'm just straight up depressed from that. My sleeping schedule is just all over the fucking place. Like I'm not falling asleep till like 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, and then I'm waking up at like 3 in the afternoon, and it's just taking a toll. It's taking a toll on me physically and mentally, and I gotta try and bounce back here. And it's just not looking too good for me right now. Not to the point where I'm like gonna go like suicidal or anything, like jump out my window or jump off a bridge or go and cut myself. Nothing like that. I've never ever been like that. Never ever. But it's more like it's a mind game, right? That's all it is. It's a goddamn mind game, right? Trying to get my mind in the state it was used to like a month ago, right? Sleeping fine, right? Maybe not eating that great, but I was still eating nonetheless, and yeah. So I'm just trying to, you know, pretty much just get a job at this point. Pretty much just get a job at this point, and we'll go from there. So, so on a little side note, I got some lights in the background. I did end up getting a LED lights, right? So they change different color and everything, and right there's blue, then you got green, then you got this one, then you got red, then you got white. That's white, so it looks decent. My favorite one is definitely is obviously red, because red's my favorite color. But I like using blue at night just because it looks fucking just absolutely badass. So I'm probably gonna keep blue for right now. And I don't know, I might use these lights for when I'm actually recording videos again. I'm definitely gonna use them when I'm streaming. I guess I could tilt the camera up so you guys can see the ones actually along my wall there. But we will see on that one. All right, and yeah. So so now I guess we'll talk about the second thing that is making me depressed, and a few of well, actually only one friend knows, and my girlfriend knows this. Eric knows the other thing I'm depressed about, and so does the girlfriend Vina. And that's straight up NHL 22. All right, it might seem like a little bitch thing to be depressed about, but it's not. To me, it's not. I've been playing these NHL games since fucking NHL 97. Even though I was born 97, I still grew up playing NHL 97, and then, so on and so on to 01, 02, 03, 04, 05, 06, 07, 08, 09, 2010, 2011. I did not play NHL 12, but I did play 13, 14, and 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22. So I've been playing the game for a very long time. And, this year in 22, I've just, mainly for Be A Pro, it has nothing to do with HUT or OTP. Maybe a little bit of OTP. Maybe just a little, just a smidge of OTP. But the majority of it is to Be A Pro. That is what I am straight up fucking depressed about. Other than, no job and all my sleeping schedule is fucked. But it's definitely the Be A Pro aspect. And it's, it's it's hard to keep doing Be A Pro when the game is just absolute shit. It's really hard. Like, they're just making Be A Pro worse and worse and worse every year. Every year it's gotten worse. Like I said, as everyone knows this, NHL 17 was the best time for Be A Pro in the game itself. Because that's when Be A Pro was absolutely amazing. You'd have 6, 7 contract offers coming in for free agency. And, a majority of them would be like 6, 7, 8-year deals, You didn't give a shit about what the money you got for your Be A Pro because it's just a game. But, the years of the contract. That's what I like, man. I'm sick of these, only 2 teams coming to offer you a contract and it only being like a 2-year fucking deal. Like, who the fuck wants to stay on a team for 2 fucking years? No thanks. I want to stay on there for like a solid 6, 7 years. And then another contract, another 6, 7 years. Like, it's just absolutely ridiculous. And, I was hoping that 22 would be different, but nope. As far as I know, it's the same shit as 18, 19, 20, and 21. Alright? Get 2 contract offers. One is from the team you just played for. It's still a 2-year deal. And, yeah, sure, I guess money does make a difference in the game now, but to me, it doesn't, because it's just absolutely fucking ridiculous. It's just stupid. And then this year they tried to add the X Factors, and it's just, the X Factors are cool, don't get me wrong. But, maybe instead of adding this whole new freaking system based around X Factor, instead of doing that, maybe actually fix the fucking game in the first place, then you put the X Factors in there. Like, right now, if we had the option, like, I just wish we had the option in Be A Pro to select, to, like, negotiate our contract. If like, let's just say you're like a 90 overall fucking player, franchise player, whatever, scoring 100 points a year. You're 23, 24 years old, and they come at you with a contract, and it's a 2-year fucking deal. What do you what is that shit? I'm a 90 overall player, 100 points every goddamn year, and you're offering me a 2-year fucking deal? No thanks. Press a button, negotiate the contract, go up to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years, whatever you want. That's what they should do. And here's the thing, EA could still do that. EA has the power to make an update for that to happen, but they won't. Because all in all, they don't give a rat's ass about the community. They don't give a rat's ass about the people who buy the game. All they care about is money, 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 money. It all comes down to dollars and cents, ladies and gentlemen. And that's all EA cares about. Whereas 2K and Sony San Diego Studios, right? 2K is basketball, Sony San Diego Studios is baseball. They listen to the community. Whatever the community feels like they should do for the next game, they do it. Right there. They do it. They do it. EA does not. So, you know, and at this point, EA is probably like a $30 billion company, and they can't make a fucking single game right. So, you know, every time me and Eric are playing OTP, and I'm streaming or I'm not, I always make the joke every time. Every time a, you know, like a pass doesn't go right, because, you know, I know how to fucking pass in a game. It's not fucking rocket science. But then the pass ends up like 30 feet away from the player I was passing to. I constantly go at EA. Oh, $25 billion fucking company at it again. Doesn't know how to program a fucking pass. Right? And it's just, with this whole Be a Pro thing, it's just, I don't know if I can take another year of this goddamn contract shit and the goddamn conversations. Conversations are the worst thing they have ever added to a fucking game. The worst. Absolutely the worst. It's just, that's the most depressing thing about this fucking Be a Pro shit right now, is the goddamn conversations. I don't know how much longer I can take it, but you guys clearly know that my whole channel is pretty much based around NHL's Be a Pro. That's what started my channel, and that's what got me here. So, you know, in hindsight, I may as well keep on doing it, right? But you gotta understand something. I've been doing these Be a Pro videos since like NHL 16. We're in the year 22 now, pretty much, almost coming up, right? So I just don't know how much longer I can keep it up with the Be a Pro shit. You know, if they take out conversations out of the game, holy fuck, I'll be a whole new guy. You guys won't even recognize me. Like, seriously, you won't even recognize me at all. But, you know, they really need to make a drastic change for Be a Pro. And they can easily do it right now. They can easily do it with the next update, not a problem. But they're not going to. Because that's just the way fucking EA Sports is. They don't give a shit about us. They don't give a shit about the community, etc., etc., etc. All they care about is money. Everyone knows that. It's kind of hard not to, you know, not to see that. It's fucking common sense. Open your eyes, right? And yeah, so that's why I have been lacking on the Be a Pro videos lately. I think I've done like 2 in the last like week and a half, maybe something like that. Not even. And I honestly, I don't even remember when the real last time I recorded a Be a Pro video. I really don't, because the ones that I uploaded, you know, like a week ago now or whatever it was, those were already pre-recorded from like weeks prior. So, you know, it's been a very long time since I actually sat down and recorded a real Be a Pro video. Like, for real. Like, none of it's geez, you know, the last 5 or 6 or 7 Be a Pro videos have all been pre-recorded from like weeks prior to its initial upload. So that if that doesn't give you guys a sense about, you know, how I'm really doing, then you just got to pay attention more. And, you know, it's not been good, ladies and gentlemen. It's really not been good. I mean, yeah, I've been streaming and all that stuff on YouTube and streaming on Twitch because it's streaming, right? There's no recording. You just make the title, thumbnail, stream, and you go. There's nothing to it, right? And, you know, holy fuck, ladies and gentlemen. Honestly, there's not a lot of things keeping me sane these types of days, but you know, the main thing that is keeping me sane and the main thing that is keeping me going is 100% my girlfriend Vina. 100% her. If I didn't have her in my life right now, who knows what the fuck I'd be doing. Honestly, I don't know. And also, I really gotta take into consideration Eric as well, and Cody, but mainly more Eric because I play with Eric every fucking day. Every fucking day, me and him play. You know, we play a bunch of games, right? Fortnite, hockey, Cold War zombies, Vanguard zombies, just the Crew 2. We play golf, just a bunch of games we play. And that's another thing that's keeping me sane as well, is Eric. So, if honestly, if I didn't have Eric or Vina or Cody, who knows where the fuck I would be. I probably would have, I don't know. Okay, I don't know. I don't want to go down that road. I don't want to think about anything like that, right? So, and yeah, depression, man. And no, I'm not taking any kind of antidepressants or any kind of medication at all. I'm just dealing with this all on my own. Well, not on my own, but I'm doing this on my own without the help of, pills, right? And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. So, and yeah, so I'm pretty sure that is about it, ladies and gentlemen. Um, so once again, I don't know, you know, when I'm gonna be, doing Beer Pro videos. I'd like to do some tomorrow, 100%. I would like to do some Beer Pro videos tomorrow. I want to do some franchise, you know. I want to do, bus simulator, Formula One, NASCAR, just and all that stuff, and yeah. So let's see if I can turn this around a bit and get back to my usual self that I was a couple months back. All right. And one thing before I go was actually two things. Just thank you all for being there with me for all this journey. It's been a very long one. I started my channel back in like 2012, but I didn't officially start uploading on a consistent basis until like 2016. So that would pretty much be around when NHL 16 came out, which was like what, September, October of 2015, right? So that's when I started uploading consistency, and I've kept it up since, pretty much. And yeah, all right. And what was the second thing? Fuck. I don't know what the second thing was anymore. Who knows what it was? Fuck. Oh, man. Yeah, I totally lost my train of thought, everybody. I just totally lost my train of thought. There's a lot of shit going on right now. But, yeah, so just, oh, right. I remember what it was, right? So the first thing was, thank you all for being here. I do appreciate it. It does mean a lot. And the second thing is that there is one game out there that I absolutely love that never gets me depressed. It gets me pissed off sometimes and irritated, but it never gets me depressed. I am always happy to play that game whenever. And that game, ladies and gentlemen, is none other than Battlefield 4. I love Battlefield 4 to death. I absolutely love it. I played Battlefield 3 and Operation Metro. That's my favorite map. Now, in Battlefield 3, I tried, it was kind of weird. This is going to be a little story. I wasn't really into Battlefield at the time. Until one of my friends introduced me into the game in school. He's like, hey, you should try Battlefield 3. I'm like, okay. Because it's a realistic game, right? Realistic shit. Bullet drop and everything. Realistic. So I played it, right? I played all the maps in the game, and I was like, it's alright, it's alright. And then, I found Operation Metro. Whoa! That was a game changer for me. I love that map to death, and I still do to this day. I would consistently play Battlefield 3 for like, geez, I don't know, like 4, 5, 6 hours a day, and it was constantly Operation Metro, Operation Metro, Operation Metro, 24/7, and I don't remember. I'm pretty sure there was a hardcore Operation Metro, but I played hardcore in Battlefield 3, and I just hated it. I hated hardcore back then, right? But now I'm a consistent hardcore player. So in Battlefield 3, I was mainly playing core, and it was Operation Metro Conquest, 700 tickets per side and all that stuff, and or was it 1,500? I think it might have been 1,500 tickets, not 700. I don't know. I'm trying to remember the server I was on, but it was just so long ago. I bet if I had my PlayStation 3 in Battlefield 3, I'd plug it in and I'd find the server because I still added it to my favorites. It would probably still be there. But I love that server, and and obviously I was a pretty shit player to start off. But then, as I just played for those hours on days, hours and days, hours and days, the same map over and over and over and over and over, it did not get boring. I was just more into it as the hours go by and the days go by. I was just more into it, just more into it. And I loved it. I fucking loved it. And then, I would always have like a bad game, 9-20 or 10-40, whatever, right? But I'll quickly turn that around. And then like a couple weeks later, I was going like 40-5, 50-10, 85 and like 20, something like that. And then I was like, I am getting very close to my first 100 kill game. And by golly, I did it so fucking fast. I was amazed with myself. And then after that, after I hit my first 100 kill game, I never dropped below 100 kills ever again. I did not. And at the time, I really wish I had a laptop and an Elgato so I could record my gameplay and upload that shit because I was a fucking beast. I was unstoppable. Yeah, sure, I was getting like, 30, 40 deaths a game. But that's because I was a rush player. I was rushing, constantly rushing. Kind of like the Germans did at the beginning of the war. Blitzkrieg, blitzkrieg, blitzkrieg. Constantly speed. Right? And that was me in Battlefield 3 Operation Metro. Speed, rush. Pretty much blitzkrieg, right? And that was me. So then after my first 100 kill game, I was getting 110 kills, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 180. I doubt I ever got to a 200 kill game, but I definitely was close by like, maybe 15, 20 kills, something like that. And, and then some of these high kill games, I was getting like 10 deaths and I was just fucking amazed with myself, right? And just a fun game, man. I love Battlefield 3 still to this day. I wish they would bring Battlefield 3 on the PS4, man. That'd be fucking awesome. And then Battlefield 4 was out on the PlayStation 3, and I'm pretty sure it was anyway. And it took me a while to adjust, just because I don't think Operation Metro was a part of the game yet. I'm pretty sure that came like a few months later in a DLC. And that's when I just stopped. I stopped playing Battlefield and I started to focus more on NHL and Call of Duty and stuff, right? And then finally I got my PS4, and then I found out that Battlefield 4 I did in fact have Operation Metro. And then lo and behold, I went to Battlefield 4, PS4, Operation Metro, and this is where I played hardcore. Now, for Battlefield 3, Operation Metro, I was never on hardcore. Those were all core games I was getting 100 plus kills on, by the way. All core. It wasn't really hard to kill someone in Battlefield 3. It really wasn't, man. Just like 3 bullets, 4 bullets, 5, you're dead, right? And now hardcore was a different game, right? Now this is where I completely shifted from a core player to a hardcore player in all shooting games, right? Call of Duty, Battlefield. I was a hardcore player now. So when Call of Duty came out, I was always constantly playing hardcore Dom. Constantly hardcore Dom, hardcore Dom, hardcore Dom. Always. Because it was hard, but you have to react fast. And boy, oh boy, did I react fast. Then Battlefield 4, um, Operation Metro, like 20 something? 2032 Metro? I don't know. I don't know what it was. I don't freaking know what it was called. But yeah, that's where I found hardcore. And that's where I also found the server I play on to this day. And that server is Hardcore Nation. I don't know exactly when Hardcore Nation got their server. All I know is that when I finally got Battlefield 4 for the PS4, the game was already out for like a couple of years on the PS4. So so I don't know how long Hardcore Nation was there for, but I immediately favorited that server so fucking fast, hopped into it, and I just fell in love, man. Hardcore Metro Battlefield 4 on the server Hardcore Nation, and that Hardcore Nation server still exists to this day. So I have been playing on this server for, oh geez, what, 4 years maybe? 4 years? Maybe even 5 years I've been playing on the server for. Um, I'm pretty sure 4 or 5 years. And, you know, I'm not admin or anything like that. I want to be because I've been playing on the server for so long, but they don't know that, right? The owner of the server and the admins in the server, they don't know that. I've been playing on that server for that long. But, you know, it's 'cause I just sit there and play, right? But I love the server to death. And, you know, I don't know. Right. There were times where I got kicked. I got kicked plenty of times from the Hardcore Nation server, um, just because I was kicking the other team's ass, and the admin was on that team, and I just kept on obliterating them. So they probably thought I was cheating in some way, but I was not. I was just that good. All right, plain and simple. I was just that good. And now, and then I'd get constantly kept getting kicked, because I was going like 15 and 1, 20 and 1, 30 and 2, 30 and 5, whatever you want to call it. I was just, and this was like within the first like 10 minutes of the game, right? That's what I was getting already. So they automatically thought I was cheating, kicked me, I joined back, and I still do it. I'd still obliterate them. And then that's when I started to finally, uploading, well, my gameplays of Battlefield 4. Obviously, the gameplay didn't help me grow my channel or anything like that, right? They barely got any views. But, if you were to go back on my channel, look at the Battlefield 4 gameplay, you'd clearly see that, you know. Numerous times when I was recording Battlefield 4 back then, in the gameplay, you'd see me getting kicked numerous times, and I'd join back and I'd still kick their ass. Like, it's in the gameplay for fun. I recorded it. It's there, right? So, you know, but, yeah, so, Battlefield will always have a spot in my heart, always, because the game just made me so happy. It made me just forget everything else that was happening in my life. And, Battlefield will always, always hold a special spot in my heart. Always. If it wasn't for Battlefield, honestly, I'd probably fallen off the deep end. Simple as that. That game literally saved me in so many ways. And, if there's shit games out there that I don't want to play, I won't play it. Like, for instance, NHL, Fortnite, other shit like that, Call of Duty. I'll still play them, but not as much because, it's for YouTube, right? It's what I gotta do. But at the end of the day, I look forward to stop playing those games and go to Battlefield and just have a fun time on the Hardcore Nation server and just have a great time. So that's what saved me, pretty much. So wow, I did not expect this to be a 30-minute video, but here it is. I'm hoping this video does good. I hope it gets a lot of views, and I hope people see this because it's a message, right? Depression ain't no joke. Simple as that. Yeah, all right. So, anyways, thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. I'm hoping this somehow, I really hope it helps you in a way as it helped me. Because I found something that makes me happy, and I just absolutely love doing it, apart from my family and girlfriend and friends. Yeah. So anyways, thank you for watching. My name is Joseph, and as always, I will see you all in the next one.